The United States, in its foreign policy, does not seek 1 inch of land, does not wish to control any other country, or enslave or exploit any people. We wish only to rid the world of the cancer of terrorism, and to impart to all lands and to all peoples the God-given blessings of freedom and democracy.
The good news, class, is that the secret to understanding our country's foreign policy is that there is no secret. You simply have to understand that America strives to dominate the world for both economic and ideological reasons. Once you understand that, much of the confusion, the contradiction, and the ambiguity surrounding our policies fades away. To express this striving for world dominance numerically, we must consider the following. Since the end of World War II, the United States has endeavored to overthrow more than 50 foreign governments, most of which were democratically elected, grossly interfered in democratic elections in at least 30 countries, waged war in some 30 countries, attempted to assassinate more than 50 foreign leaders, dropped bombs on the people of some 30 countries, suppressed dozens of populist and nationalist movements in every corner of the world.
How do I respond when I see that in some Islamic countries there's vitriolic hatred for America? I'll tell you how I respond. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that there's such misunderstanding of what our country is about, that people would hate us. Like most Americans, I just can't believe it because I know how good we are.
Professor, what do all the terrible things you mentioned have to do with freedom and democracy?
They have to do with making sure that foreign countries are ruled by people friendly to Washington, that these leaders are receptive to American corporations coming into their country and having at least as many rights as the native enterprises. So for our corporations, it means an abundance of freedom and democracy.
But hasn't every great power acted much the same way? Why do people condemn the United States so much?
Well, consider this. Anti-Semitism can be found in every country of the world. Why condemn Nazi Germany for its treatment of the Jews?
But that's an extreme case. No other country in history has done to Jews what the Nazis did.
And no other country in history has overthrown more governments, assassinated more leaders, bombed more countries, suppressed more revolutions, waged more wars, and so on. Oh, it's a remarkable record.
But have we had any choice? We had to defeat communism, and we did. And now we have to defeat terrorism, and we will. Maybe we're not going about it in the best way possible, but...
But we do mean well, right?
Yeah.
Our intentions are honorable, right?
Our intentions are even noble.
Perhaps even divinely inspired.
Yeah, I think we are carrying out God's work.
You mean God's a bomber and a torturer, a mass murderer? Yeah, I guess he is if you read the Bible.
Look at the marvelous things we've done in Afghanistan. The people there are very grateful to us for saving them from the Taliban. And the oppressed women are so grateful, and we've done all this in only 8 years.
Do you know that during much of the 1970s and 80s, women in Afghanistan had full rights, including equal education and dressing the way they wanted? And do you know what happened to the government that gave them these rights? The United States overthrew it.
Professor, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to report you to the university's Terrorist Watch Committee.
Oh, really? Well, don't forget to tell them what I also said about Iraq. Thanks to your divine and noble United States, the people of Iraq have lost everything. Their homes, their schools, their neighborhoods, their mosques, their jobs, their careers, their professionals, their health care, their legal system, their women's rights, their secular government, their religious tolerance, security, their friends, their families, their past, their present, their future, and their lives. Is it any wonder that there are so many people all over the world who hate our foreign policy? We are creating new anti-American terrorists every day.
But is there anything we can do about this?
Well, all I can suggest is this. Educate yourself about these things, and as many other people as you can. If you can't convince them right away, at least give them new food for thought. Think of it like planting seeds. The number of Americans who are disgusted with what our government is doing all over the world, our number is growing, and I can only hope that at some point it will reach a critical mass and explode. I can't offer more than that. Sorry.
Professor, your red ass is cooked.